and welcome to episode 2 of How to Love Your Kitchen. I want to talk about flow of the meal prep process. If you understand a system and you keep to it, even if it's not the system I'm going to teach you, you develop your own, it will make the process easier, almost like second nature. You know how you know what you have to do to get out the door or to drive a car, the gas and the... Once you get to know that, you just do it, right? Sometimes we do it a little too automatically, but that's what I envision meal prepping to be for you. So the very first thing you do is clean out your refrigerator. I know that doesn't sound like very much fun, but you will like this process if you get used to it, and then you won't find science experiments or melted vegetables in the bottom of the drawer in a couple of months. Number 2, clean out your sink. It's good to start with a clean sink, a clean draining board, also because your next step is to wash your vegetables. Step 3, wash your vegetables. You want to do this first before you start working on anything else, especially the proteins, because you just cleaned out the sink, so you know it's fresh and it won't get any residue from anything. In case you're eating some of those vegetables raw, you don't want residue that could be left in the sink getting on them. So wash your vegetables, have them set aside. Step 4 is to prep your proteins. And once you get them divided into if they need to be marinated or if they're all going to be cooked in one place, you will be able to throw away the packaging, clean whatever utensils you use to put them to start the cooking process, and then get the sink cleared again. But this way, you've gotten that out of the way. Number 5 is to prep your veggies. Now they're all clean, they should be drained. You can start cutting and chopping and doing what you need. Remember your pretty bowls, and start dividing up to where they need to go into the different dishes that you're going to be making. I do a lot of collection bowls, and I love putting, if I'm chopping onions and I need 3 bowls, 3 different recipes of onions, just get it chopped and put them in your bowls, and then you can have even a staging area if you have space on a kitchen table or something where you're setting out the vegetables for each recipe you're doing. Number 6, make any sauces and spices that you need if you haven't already used them for prepping that you need to put together the meals. So hopefully you have been through the Getting Saucy with Amy and you have some of those things already made in your cupboards and refrigerators because they're super handy to have. But if you haven't, this is the time to start preparing those things in order to put together the final meals. Number 7, it's time to start mixing together the veggies and the meats. If you need to cook them down, then you're going to do that, and then start containering things. So get your cooking process done, let things cool a bit, and then pull out your containers while that's resting, and then start thinking about how you want to divide stuff up. If you need to weigh the different proteins so that you can have a balance that you're trying to obtain, go for that. And if not, think of how many meals you want to make out of it and separate it out. As you learn this process more, you will understand how much in the containers you need or your family needs, and you can go from there. That's the flow. It's pretty simple. Obviously, there's some complications that can happen and some little tweaks and changes you have to make. But if you understand the system or you create one for yourself that's a little bit different, I do suggest you don't leave out the clean the fridge part as part of your system though. So have fun with this. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments and if this is working for you. And I can't wait to see you again. Mwah! Ciao, ciao.